guys, today I'm making gumbo. I feel like gumbo has always been in my life from my mom's godmom, and then as I got older, my dad used to make it, and no shade to him, but he used the box for Zatarain's, and I always thought, like, I wonder what it takes to actually make gumbo from scratch, completely from scratch. So I figured it out, and it's a big, huge pot of liquid gold. So I'm gonna show you how I make it. It's spicy, it's seafood, it's chicken, it's anything that you want. If you wanna swap out some of the things instead of using my steps, you can. Just let me know how it turns out, but I will show you everything that I use. So let's take a look here. So I have celery because my grandma said celery makes everything taste better. So I have celery. Then we have onions, and I have 3 habanero peppers, and I also have 3 jalapeno peppers, 3 cloves of garlic because I'm extra because I also use minced garlic. Then we have your olive oil. This is andouille sausage, whatever. But this is chicken because I don't eat pork, but you can also get turkey from Whole Foods, guys. And then you have garlic, onion, pepper, salt, Old Bay's back there, Cajun, red pepper seeds because I like it spicy, Goya adobe because it's just delicious. And as I mentioned, I love flavor, so we are going to use the beef cloves. And this is just to, once again, make sure your food keeps your flavor in instead of just using regular water. So I mix the chicken and then I mix the beef broth. I use stewed tomatoes. Use 4 bags of baby okra because the slice, and make sure it's whole. The slice one actually cooks down. You can barely tell what's in there once everything's finished. I have 2 pounds of snow crab. I have, I want to say 2.5 pounds of shrimp. Some are very huge, some are jumbo, some are small because we're also going through a quarantine and, you know, the coronavirus, nothing's really out there. So this actually was in my fridge. I have 2 pounds of crawfish. I'm not going to lie, I wish I got more. I usually try to do like 3 or 4, but that's when I'm making a large pot. I'm trying to make it a little bit smaller this time. I have chicken. I really like to use wingettes, but once again, I had this in my my freezer, so they're wingettes mixed with chicken wings. Now, make sure you have a pot big enough to hold all of that. This, not gonna lie, is big for no reason, but it works perfect because everything can fit in there without anything spilling over. Also, don't forget, you're going to need your flour to make the roux, so make sure you have that. All right, so first, we are going to cook our chicken. We're only going to season it with garlic, onion, and pepper. The reason behind it is because a whole bunch of seasonings are going to go in this gumbo, and you don't want to make it too salty, so we're not going to add salt. I know it's surprising, but we're not going to add salt to it. So put this in your baking pan, cook it for about, honestly, maybe 30 minutes of that, but it's good because while you're cooking, this is boring, right? I'm gonna get back to you guys when I cut up all of it. I see. I feel like I should show you guys. So I cut the jalapeno and habanero peppers really thin as possible. Mind you, I have a chopper, but I just like to cut. Since you're not around for me to tell you, baby, face to face. All right, but the onions doesn't really matter because they're gonna cook down. But I'm gonna mix the onion and the garlic together because I'm going to put it all in a pot at the same time. And you got your celery here. Look at that. Boom! Alright. I'll be back. I'm almost finished. I am so mad right now because I thought I was recording. But what I just did was drop the sausages in the pan. I'm going to show you guys. We're frying them first because it's going to give that oil the flavor. And then we're going to put our veggies in. Put it on low because it's popping. Actually, I lied. Turn it. Put it on medium high. Wait, or medium low, whatever. Because it's popping, but you want them to fry somewhat quickly. Because who has patience to wait? So right now we're waiting for those sausages to do what it's doing. They're popping a lot, so pay attention to it. I did put a lid on there. But still make sure we're opening the lid, flipping them around. We want them a little brown on each side. It might take, if that, I think maybe like 10 minutes, but not really that long. But yo, my grandmother would be so pissed. Look at my hair. Wow. It's wild. I'm in the kitchen. Like, I got my apron on. And I got a cooler. It's not like hard liquor, but oh well, she'd be pissed. I hope you guys like this recipe. It's a really tedious recipe. It takes a lot, so I know not everyone's gonna want to do it. Make sure you get a spoon with like holes. Right, so we're scooping these out. Be careful. Don't do it like me because I'm not being careful at all, but this is going to be a roux. What makes the gumbo thick. Honestly, what makes anything really thick. I do this also for a few other recipes as well. So as you see, we're going to take a few of these and put them in there. Not a lot, not the whole thing. Remember, the garlic's in here too, so. Remember, I said I'm extra, so here's the minced garlic. I'm not even about to sit here and lie to y'all. I did not mean to put that much minced garlic in there. So I'm going to actually take some of it out because we can still use it in our gumbo. Remember, I said olive oil is going to be our BFF throughout this recipe, so we're going to get some more. Turn it back up. Let it do what it got to do. Put a few celery in this, not too many. The roux is your base, so this part is important. Make sure you have the olive oil in there because that is a major key alert. And while that's cooking, what I'm going to do here let this simmer down for 5 minutes. Remember, I told you turn it up high, high, high. But remember how in the first video I said I'm not really used to telling people how to cook and everything, so I'm still learning, guys. Bear with me. Remember how I said 30 minutes with the chicken in the oven? Try to do more, so like 45 to 50 minutes if you can, but it's okay because we don't need the chicken cooked fully through. It just has to cook majority of it in the oven because it's going in a big pot. It's going to boil, it's going to shred, it's going to be all good, so don't worry too much. Ooh, our roux is a ruin. All right, so turn it down. This is where your flour is going to come in. All right, so right now I just filled up one of these little bowl things. Oh, so I just filled up this little bowl thing like this. You want to make sure you do it a little at a time. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not know I had this. This is what you need. Reason being, because I just got this from Amazon, you know, just order almost every day and whatnot. So like I said, make sure it's turned down low because we're gonna go like this. Don't worry if you don't use all of this. This is going to come in handy for, oops, shit. I'm sorry. You're gonna use this for your gumbo too to make it thicker when you put everything together. All right, so you see how it's looking peanut buttery? That's good. We're doing good here. We're doing good here. Keep whisking. Make sure you don't make a mess. I'm always making a mess though. All right, so that was good. And it's okay if you feel like you didn't have enough oil, just put the oil, some oil in there and let it still cook. Break everything up. If your family's like mine, even though I'm only cooking for my sister and my boyfriend, but they always went for the crab, so separate it. And it's up to you. You don't have to. I just do it. In the pot right now, there's beef broth. I'm going to also pour some more broth in there when everything's in. At all different types of sizes, so I have some this size. And then we go to this size. I'm so extreme.
2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beam? Too early, maybe later, you could show me things. You know what it is whenever I visit. Windy city, she blowing me kisses, no. 30 degrees, way too cold, so hold me tight. Will I see you at the show tonight? Will I see you at the show tonight?
Hey. Truck to the plane, to the truck to the hotel lobby. Me, I go through underground garages, presidential suite on deposit, elevator up to the room, shower up and then we hit the club. Touchdown, gotta see what's up. Area code in my phone. What numbers do I still have? Who do I know from the past? Hit one, she say she got a man. Hit another one, it goes green. Must've changed foes on the team. Remember when you let me in between? That was 2017. All good. good chubs to look around. Find one to seem my type. Damn, my dog and he know what I like. He done found me plenty in my life. Problem is I meet a girl tonight, then I go and treat her too nice. Galleria credit card swipes. I don't even know if she a wife, but I do know one thing, no. Women, they come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo. Maybe I'll love you one day, maybe we'll someday grow. Till then, I'll sit my drunk ass on that runway, on this one way.
2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beam? Too early, maybe later, you could show me things. You know what it is whenever I visit.
Don't forget your sausage, because I almost did. Put the lid on, let it chill for like 20 more minutes, and we're gonna check on the chicken and throw it in there. The air he breathes, it's so real. Father, clean some dishes. A little bit. Started my dishwasher. Yeah, but I forgot to tell you guys, you're going to need this. I don't get name brand Worcestershire sauce because I don't use it that much, only for some of my recipes. So you are going to need this. Get this. I'm checking on my chicken now. So in total, I think we should cook our chicken for 40 minutes.
What it is whenever I visit Windy City, she blowing me kisses, no 30 degrees, way too cold, so hold me tight. Will I see you at the show tonight? Will I see you at the show tonight?
Jury in the safe on arrival. Pistol on Jay for survival. A lot of people gunning for the title. A lot of people trying to take us viral. I'm just trying to have a nice night though. Waiter brought a check for the meal. She said, babe, I think there was a typo. Nah, girl, I got it, that's light though. I can show you bigger things than
30 to 40 minutes. So this is the part where we're going to season. This is our onion. I'm gonna coat everything first. Coat. Cajun. Only a little bit of this, not too much. Pepper. This is what you really, really want. I know y'all probably looking like, oh my God, but remember how much stuff is in here and remember how big this pot is. Only a little bit of this because we got a lot of hot stuff going on, so we don't want too much. So I added a few hot pepper seeds. Not gonna lie, probably will add more. Don't forget our garlic. Not too much, because we got a lot of garlic in there. Almost made you cry. Salt. Just a little bit more. Hey, I know. Almost doesn't count. That's it. I like to use this brand by itself. I love this brand, but this one is spice and herbs, so be careful. But it's that Creole. How could I forget to tell you guys about this? This is the most important part because we're making gumbo. Duh. Here we go. Dab Goya in, not too much. All right, so we're about to stir. This is usually the part where I sneeze because all of the seasonings are right here, but make sure you stir them up. By the way, you guys can see me, but I just told them to sneeze. Because everything's in there, so when you're mixing all the spices and everything together, you sneeze. All right. So for right now, I'm gonna let it chill. I'm gonna cover it because I wanna wait until all the veggies release the juices, the seafood, and the chicken, and then we'll have more broth. So it'll be easier to stir. So put the lid on there, give it like I said, let's do 40, but make sure you keep checking on it because you don't wanna mess this up. Oh my goodness, right now my house smells amazing because this gumbo, wow, it's been about 20 minutes. As you see, the okra, remember I told you guys use whole okra. As you see, it's starting to cook down. If you are doing this and you're like, you know what, I want to put more water in there for the broth, do that. As you see right now, the broth is really watery. That's where your flour is going to come in handy. So keep stirring, get it all together, and I'm actually going to go ahead and pour the flour in there now because I already know it's too soupy for me. So we're gonna do a little for now, and then if we need more later down the line, we will. And this is also the time where you want to taste the broth. Make sure it's to your liking. If you want to add in any other seasonings, you can. So mix this all together. I forgot to tell you guys, bay leaf, this gives it flavor. Make sure you do this part in the beginning. I messed up. Oh, we're almost there, guys. Like, look at the chicken. Look at the chicken. So, I think I'm gonna let mine cook maybe for 20 more minutes. I don't want it to cook down too much because you don't want to mess up like your crab leaves and everything. Like, look at the okra. It's there. It's there. We can put on our rice. I am not a fraud. I am terrible at making rice, and I don't feel like wasting my time on making rice, even though it does not take time at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my success in the box for 10 minutes. Use a bigger bowl. Don't use a bowl that small. That's going to overflow. I'm going to put a plate under it. I was just trying to be cute for y'all. But I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you try it. And thank you guys so much.